At night in Baku, 3 giant flames rise above the Caspian Sea, except they are not made of fire, but of steel and glass, glowing against the dark sky. The flame towers, completed in 2012, are today the most powerful symbol of modern Azerbaijan. Standing on a hill overlooking the historic old city, the 3 curved skyscrapers were designed to resemble flickering flames, an architectural tribute to a land that has been associated with fire for thousands of years. Long before oil rigs and LED screens illuminated the skyline, this region was known as the Land of Fire. That ancient identity was not poetic exaggeration. Azerbaijan sits atop rich reserves of natural gas, and in several places, gas seeps naturally from the earth and ignites. One of the most famous examples is Yanar Dag, a hillside where flames have burned continuously for decades. For ancient travelers along the Silk Road, these mysterious eternal fires seemed supernatural. They inspired religious devotion and myth. Centuries ago, Zoroastrian worshippers built fire temples here, believing the flames were sacred manifestations of divine power. The most famous surviving example is Ateshgah of Baku, a 17th, 18th century temple complex constructed on a site where natural gas flames once burned perpetually. Pilgrims from Persia and India journeyed to this sacred place, reinforcing Azerbaijan's spiritual connection to fire. But history moved forward, and the meaning of fire changed. In the 19th century, Baku transformed from a modest coastal town into one of the world's most important oil capitals. Under the Russian Empire, oil drilling expanded dramatically. By the early 20th century, Baku was producing more than half of the world's oil supply. Industrial barons, including the Nobel brothers, built refineries, railways, and grand mansions. Fire was no longer only sacred, it was industrial, economic, and geopolitical. During the Soviet era under the Soviet Union, Baku remained a crucial energy hub. Oil from Azerbaijan fueled Soviet industry and played a decisive role during World War II. Control of Baku's oil fields was one of Nazi Germany's strategic objectives in 1942. The city's resources were so vital that historians often argue the war's outcome might have been different had those fields fallen. After independence in 1991, Azerbaijan faced political and economic uncertainty, yet oil once again became the engine of transformation. The signing of major energy contracts in the 1990s opened the door for international investment. Revenue from the Caspian energy sector funded ambitious infrastructure projects, reshaping the capital at breathtaking speed. And then, in 2012, the flame towers were unveiled. Rising approximately 182 meters high, the 3 towers house luxury apartments, office spaces, and the Fairmont Baku. At night, more than 10,000 LED lights cover their surfaces, displaying moving images of flames, the Azerbaijani flag, and dynamic patterns that ripple like fire in the wind. The towers can be seen from almost anywhere in the city, especially from the medieval walls of Itcherisher, a UNESCO-listed site that dates back to the 12th century. This striking contrast defines modern Baku. Within a short walking distance, visitors can stand beside the ancient Maiden Tower, whose origins may reach back nearly a millennium, and then look up to see futuristic glass structures shimmering above it. Few cities in the world display such a visible timeline of civilization in one panoramic view. The flame towers are more than architecture. They represent a narrative arc stretching from ancient Zoroastrian fire worship to 19th century oil booms, Soviet industrial might, and 21st century global ambition. They symbolize how Azerbaijan has continually reinvented its relationship with fire, first as sacred mystery, then as industrial fuel, and now as national branding and technological spectacle. Yet the story is also complex. Rapid modernization has sparked debates about identity, preservation, and economic dependence on energy exports. As global energy markets shift toward renewables, Azerbaijan faces the challenge of diversifying its economy, while maintaining its historic connection to hydrocarbons. The same resource that built Baku's skyline also binds it to global market volatility. Still, when darkness falls and the towers ignite in digital flame, the message is clear. This is a nation that has embraced its past while projecting itself into the future. The fire that once burned from the earth now burns in pixels across glass facades. The ancient land of fire has not abandoned its symbol. It has reimagined it, from sacred temples to oil derricks, from medieval fortresses to LED-lit skyscrapers. Baku's journey is one of transformation without erasure. The flame towers stand as a reminder that history does not disappear beneath modernity. It glows within it, reshaped, reframed, and set ablaze for a new century.